cap.
Jive.
I'm not capping.
You capping, Jive.
I'm not. I capping not.
Yo, it's your boy. It's been a couple days, man.
Yeah.
Post the run, man. We had a run a couple weeks ago, man. So here we are. It's Clicked at the podcast. You know what you're supposed to do, man. Like, share, subscribe, do all the stuff that these dope kids are doing. You see the thing? It's right there. Well, right there. Well, I'm about to learn how to do that. Right there, the click up sign. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, man. We got a little cool little cadre in here, man. Just a couple of us, man. It's your boy. Shrimp in the building, boy.
Oh, shit. Driving back like I never left.
And Lex, y'all in the building.
Hey,
And it's your boy Jive English, of course, show. Like, share, subscribe, do all stuff that the dope kids are doing. We are in here like swimwear. Yo. So we were having a little off-camera conversation. I wanted to hurry up and get on the mic, man. It is 9 o'clock in the PM, Eastern Standard Time or Eastern, I don't know.
Eastern white man time.
There you go, some shit. I don't know.
So we get it right for him.
Yo, so you was talking about female brawling. We was talking about some socialist stuff, but you came in.
Yeah.
Started talking about
That's why she fighting over capitalism. They fighting over Brazilian Remy. Yeah. So yeah, it get like that in the streets, John. You can get whooped about this kind of shit, boy. A whole bunch of they had a Congo fight over like a cobalt mine. That's damn near what was happening downtown Savannah.
Lord have mercy.
The fights that the ladies get in, it's over.
And when women fight, it's different than when men fight. Yo, y'all fight. Y'all like men fight to win and harm for sure. You fight to hurt a nigga.
Shit.
But women, y'all fight to maim. Y'all don't want the motherfucker to be pretty no more.
Yeah, like any fight that I get in, they always try to go for my hair because like back then my hair was really long and I'm just like, what the fuck?
You ever fought with a mouthpiece in?
No.
What is this? This is MMA shit.
Like,
this nigga talking about.
You mean like gold teeth or like?
You had gold teeth before?
Yeah, I had bottoms.
How many?
The 6 on the bottom.
How old was you?
I was in my 20, like 25, 26.
Would you get them again?
Hell yeah, I love my gold.
Would you do a therapy session with them?
No.
Ah, shit.
I wouldn't do a therapy session.
But I'm torn between that too, because I used to have. I want to get them back, but I'm like, man, I can't be.
I want them back real bad.
Because that does give off the hey, this nigga a flip out at the Chipotle at any time.
Chipotle is crazy.
I love my bottoms.
For real?
For sure.
Did you have them in when you was getting whooped?
Nah, y'all. He didn't even.
Kicked
Okay,
your
so
golds out and shit.
can I?
Kick your golds
You
out.
can't just say that without the people even knowing what happened.
You got whooped.
They gon'
Tell the story. You gotta
Get
ask
your
Job.
friends.
Why you looking at me?
You gotta ask Job, though. Job had a hell of a week and we done
Man.
slowed down, so you gotta come with something juicy.
So I was downtown Savannah at Bar.
Oh Lord.
With my ex-girlfriend. We were on a date. We were on a date night. It's like a
You
Thursday.
did not say that.
It was
initially.
like I did. Did I say
you
that?
said your ex. You didn't say
I
girlfriend.
said ex, and I said she said. So like I did. You just wasn't listening.
Okay, yeah, I probably didn't catch that. Then.
You wasn't listening. So so we are at Bar and we see this girl come up. These girls come in, and where I was sitting, I was like, oh, I tell her, I was like, oh, I like their dresses. That's all I say. And so I turn back around, enjoy shots. The girl comes to the bar, and she's like, yeah, this bitch ugly as fuck. And so we're looking, and there's some girls that just walked in. I'm like, dang, they didn't have to be so mean to her. I was like, somebody's mean. Somebody's in the mood. So she's like, what the fuck you said? I was like, it seems like you're upset. Like, are you okay? And she's like, bitch, you're ugly as fuck. And I was talking about you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get some of that.
So I was just like, okay, well, yikes. Okay, sis. I know I'm not ugly, so I'm not. Well, to me, I'm not ugly, so I'm just like everybody got their own perception. It is what it is. I might be ugly to her.
Where your girlfriend at doing all this? Is she acting like she don't know what's
she's sitting
happening?
there and she was like, "Man, what the fuck? Why she said that?" I do not know, but it's okay. Like she didn't have all her marbles, so I'm like, let's just chill. It's not a big deal. Do you think I'm ugly? She said no. I said, all right, let's. I don't want to start no shit. I just got my facial in. Let's just chill. So I go, so she leaves. The bartender makes them leave because she sees that, shit's about to happen. So she asked him to leave. They go upstairs. They're waiting, just waiting at the stairs. It's like 15, 20 minutes go by. We thinking they left. They still standing there. So we are leaving, and I'm like, let's just go the other way. Girlfriend wanted to go up the way that they were standing. Why? Why would you do that?
It's hoes up there.
So she goes there, like, yeah, that's some ugly bitches right there. Come on, let's just keep walking. My ex goes to the girl that's talking shit and was like, what the fuck you said? The girl, slaps in the face real hard, open hand.
See, I didn't know that they slapped the person you was with.
Yes.
See, I didn't catch
they
none of this shit.
Slapped the person I'm with. I immediately grab her. I'm like, bro, let's not fight. Let's just walk away. There's 10 of them. She goes, nah, you gonna let that bitch slap me? I was like, yes, actually, because it's
not the Kevin Hart slap me. You gonna slap me, bitch?
Hey, but this is the thing. You didn't let them slap her, you heard.
Listen,
You got slapped, and I said, let's not engage in this shit.
I said, come on, let's just go, because I can't help you fight. They're gonna jump you. I already saw it. No, because I wasn't, hey.
At that time, you said, I ain't fucking with that.
Yeah. And so then she goes over there, they start fighting. And now it's all the group jumping on Shorty. And I'm like,
you can't say Shorty and y'all was fucking though.
Why I can't call her Shorty?
That's your little thing.
She was fine shit back in the day.
Yeah, that's your little boo.
I'm like, okay, well, we were dating for like 2 years at that point. So I'm like, all right, now I gotta get them off my bitch. Cause why? I can't have them beat her up. So I just took the smallest one out the group.
That's some real masculine shit.
Yeah, that is.
I
can't let them jump my bitch.
You sound like you were finna bring out the 22. Everybody
listen,
stop.
I'm so blown.
Right.
She left her shit in the car that night. Like, I was so upset because out of all the nights you leave your strap in the car, this is the night.
Which scrap did she leave?
She had a Glock.
Oh, I thought she left the other scrap.
Okay.
This nigga wild style.
God damn it.
But, okay, so that's the last. That was the time. Is that why y'all broke up?
No. So I pulled her off of I pulled 2 of the girls at once, and then 5 of them jumped on me. 5 of them on her. I'm in fetal position, but I had my hair out that night. I looked so pretty. They fucked my hair up. I had a patch in my head. I had to go get braids. I had a photo shoot Lord. 2 days later. It was 2 days later.
For what?
Because I was doing modeling back then. So I had to go get my braids done.
I think I seen your page. I had I was is it stalking or is it what's it called when you look at somebody incognito? Where you don't follow them but you look at their page?
Oh no, you just looking?
Yeah, I think I seen you modeling.
Yeah, I had a modeling company with Nikki for a minute.
Who the hell is Nikki?
My best friend.
Oh shit.
My best friend. So yeah.
She the lady that do the burlesque show?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No. Somebody do burlesque?
Yeah, they do a burlesque thing around here.
It's a lady named Nikki. She smoked a lot of cigarettes.
What is it? It starts with an M. What is that place that do burlesque down here?
They closed that down. It was called
Mahomes.
No, Terrence know the fucking name of it.
Mahomes. No.
It's not called Mahomes.
Because they tried to let me bartend there, but then
downtown.
It's like
and
you
like
had to have a secret code or a
Matahara.
Matahara, that's it. Yeah. I interviewed for a bartending job there, and she was like, "I think you'll be a better fit for 309." And so
they called you a nigga.
She was like, basically, she was like, dressed really sexy. And then the guy that I was talking to at that time was like, yeah, fuck that. You ain't going. I said, oh, okay.
Hold up. But okay, well, check this out. I'm about to tell you what happened when you got jumped on. Your girlfriend. See, I didn't know this. I thought it was a guy.
No.
So one of them, she done ate one of their pussy before.
No, I asked her. Now, I did ask her. I was like, did you know one of these bitches? Because why is he so upset?
Yeah, she know one of them.
And she was like, nah.
She lied to you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
she lied.
Yeah.
She lied.
Yeah, she lied like a motherfucker.
Yeah, so
them one of her bitches.
But come to find out, she had a cheating problem.
On every what the fuck is
she
that?
She had a cheating problem. Like,
your girl
a cheating problem?
She couldn't be
faithful for nothing.
Is that a problem though?
That's
like
a problem
for people?
For me because we didn't have a conversation about being open or anything. And if I'm thinking we're exclusive, like don't do that shit. Don't piss me off.
Why you thinking that kind of shit?
Because you said, "Will you be my girlfriend?" And I said yes. And
girlfriend don't mean I'm that exclusive shit. Listen, what are you talking about?
All my marbles wasn't there, so that was before therapy.
Oh shit. Well, even now, you can admit that like the streets and the game is the game. Ain't no truth. Like unless you with somebody for real, the only way you can get truth out of a motherfucker is when you see them all the way fucked up. You gotta see a nigga at his lowest for him to be like, all right, she can get whatever. Like truthfully out of me. You can't just come across somebody while they living life and get a piece of them and think you know them. You gotta see them at their most vulnerable.
Seasons.
Yeah, like when the part you gotta see them at is the part where you would leave another motherfucker. Like me right now, I ain't got a job, right? A bitch would leave a nigga for that kind of shit. Cause I really been unemployed off and on for a year. Most motherfuckers be like, yo, this nigga ain't shit. I need to get the fuck away from him. But my wife ain't got no other option. So,
wow. Why she ain't got no option?
Well, she ain't got no option.
Cause we in it for life.
Oh.
This kind of shit happen in life.
Welcome to death row.
Yeah, but I'm saying
it definitely sounds like some death row.
But
y'all are at a point where y'all are in marriage though. Like this is where we work together. There's gonna be ugly seasons. There's gonna be amazing seasons. But
with anybody,
you gotta keep that shit down.
I'm saying even in friendship, you ain't got to be married to a motherfucker to be a friend. And like they go through some shit and you have to roll that tide. Matter of fact, can I bring in this situation that I was saying? I didn't talk to you about it before, but I wanted to bring it in.
Go ahead. I mean, go ahead.
Okay, because you're a therapist. You're like this, right? Now, I was at the barbershop talking to some guys and a woman. And he was saying he would get married again. He's a man, got divorced. He probably about to be 60 or 50 something. And I was saying, you're going to be a stepdad. He said, well, as long as the kids are old and out the house, I can be with her. And I was saying, it don't matter if they out the house. The kids is always going to be a part of the parents. And he was saying, I raised my kids to be able to handle the world and not have to come back.
But you didn't raise them, though.
No, but this is what I'm saying. I'm saying that that's some materialistic shit. Your kids gonna be with you whether they gone or not, because it's things that happen in life that don't make them come back home or grow broke, but the burden of the emotion in the life of them can take a toll on you. And if you with a woman and she has that going on with her kids, that's going on with you too. Mm-hmm. So her kids is always going to be there. So I'm pretty much saying that the people I know can only look at life in a material fashion, that they don't really know what love and family is, because it only constitute as something that you can touch and feel. Like, even how I'm telling you, you got to be with somebody when they down, that's what make y'all something, is being with them through every facet of their existence. Mm-hmm. In any capacity. You don't have to be married. You can be a brother or a sister and have that. You can be a coworker and have that. You can have any relationship with a person and have these up and downs with them.
I agree. I actually came across a few people where it's like, oh, I'm dating you for like a year or two, and it's like, I'm like, okay, what we doing? Like, what's your thoughts on the relationship? Like, what's your goal?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm not where I want to be in life. I hate when niggas say that. Like, I hate where I want to be. Nigga, duh. Like, we're supposed to be a team, and you're not supposed to be where you want to be. But if we're doing the same thing that we would be doing now, whether, we're together, whatever, then what is the holdup? Like, why do you feel like we have to be, like, you have to be on, you're never going to be satisfied with the money that you have. Like, when is enough going to be enough? Like, why are you, like, is it so males be like, oh, I want to settle down, but when I settle down, I want to have everything in line.
They bullshitting.
Yeah, they're lying.
You don't like me. That's my thought. You don't like me. That has to be it.
Yeah. We'll go. I'm sorry, I cut y'all. Go ahead.
No, that was it.
I told my wife before we got married, I had to tell her one day, I said, you know what, I'm going to stop lying. I'm not marrying you because I don't have the things in order, or not where I want to be. I just don't want to be married. It's not you. It's just I don't want to be married. I'm not making excuses no more. I talked to a young man, he was like 23, and he said, I'm not in a position to get married, like responsibility. I said, well, the marriage gonna make you responsible. So you should do it now. So like even what you saying with these people you encounter, what do you think they mean when they say they not ready? What the fuck are they trying to get?
That's a good question. That's a good question. I feel like a lot of people aren't ready for the commitment aspect of it, or they have shit going on that they can't fully commit. I don't know. I've been running into a lot of people that it's like, oh, let's, like, I like you, or yeah, all right. And then after one conversation, you single? Yeah, but I live with my baby mama. Nigga, what?
There's a lot of that going on these
Like,
days.
That's how
what are
niggas
you
getting it
talking
down?
about? Or, oh yeah, I really like you. Like, all right, and then you talk to them, and they just not all the way there, and you can tell they're not all the way there, and I'm just like.
But I'm saying like but no niggas all the way there. Like what? Even
I'm talking throat.
like what kind of like mentally retarded?
Yeah, not mentally retarded, but just like the chemistry's not there or the attitude's not there. I can tell when people have anger problems, and I ask all back, you got anger problems? Yeah, a little bit. I can tell.
But how would a nigga not have anger problems?
But there's plenty of people that don't have anger problems.
Oh, this is what I'm saying.
So here's I want to jump in. Can I jump in here?
Yeah.
I have this thing. It's a theory that I came up with when I was in my last meaningful relationship.
Let me take it. What is that you got?
I was about to-
Casadores.
Is it white? Well, it looks white, but it could be.
Reposado.
Reposado.
That's that 2B hair talk. She tried to do all that lingo.
Can I pop it open? Let me get a shot.
Yeah.
I'm listening to you, Jai.
But nah, so I had this theory, and this is me. This is what I realized. Like there are emotional stasis, right? There's such thing like there's some people like you never heard like resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Like there's some people whose demeanor is not pleasant.
I have horrible resting bitch face.
What I'm saying is like their emotional center isn't calm or isn't at peace or isn't happy. Some people's emotional center is anger.
Yeah.
Or jealousy. You know what I'm saying? So that's some people's emotional center. You know what I'm saying? And some people some people when they're angry, they're absolutely fine. Because they're so used to being angry.
Yeah.
That anger is not an uncomfortable emotion for them.
Yeah.
I realize for me, I get upset when I'm angry because I'm not comfortable with being angry. So when I get angry, I'm actually two emotions. I'm upset and I'm angry because I don't like being angry, and now I'm upset. I'm not in a comfortable place. And there are people who know how to operate completely normally in anger. And I find that in my walk of life, I find that women know how to be angry and not upset. I don't know how to do that.
Hold up, have you been working on it though?
No. How do you do that?
Okay, so
Would it make myself angry and get used to it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm listening to you. Look.
me and Jai talking, and I'm telling him like, you need to do this, and he's like, no, I don't want to, and
I don't want to. You can't make me.
But
That's exactly what I said.
But in that moment, in that conversation, I think he really realized that
You was right.
just a little bit, that I was on to something,
Everybody's trying to convert me into
No
this
one's
after
trying to
school
convert-
special.
no
like
one's trying to
you a
convert
guinea
you.
pig.
Yeah, I'm technically I'm an older dude, so they try to turn me into like Carl Winslow,
No,
like
They
dad
trying to
and
make you a
shit.
millennial. They
We're
trying to
not
make you a Gen Zer.
We trying to turn you into
Put this
Denzel.
nigga a backpack and an iPad and and a skateboard. That's what they want to make you.
We're not trying to turn you into that.
And they want to make you have a love language.
We just
Jai.
want him to be happy.
They want you to be a real deal sucker.
Yeah.
We just want him to be happy.
You know what
But
they
he
call-
is happy though. That's the thing that he's telling everybody. He's exuberant right now.
No,
Like, look,
no,
like-
he's not.
She's the eye candy, but I'm the all day sucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's okay, because let me tell you this, because when I was listening to you talking about your parallel between happiness and anger, I'm gonna call you on your bullshit just because I think you just saying shit. Because I think you're a real nigga, Jive, right?
I'm all right.
And if this was Shrimp feel, and I think Shrimp's a real nigga, a real man. I want to stop. You gone?
Did you?
Didn't say it ain't
Yeah.
cracking till you got here. As much as I think you full of shit, it wasn't fun till you got here.
Oh, I'm not. We're gonna talk about it.
Talk about what? You being full of shit?
I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you don't think so? Well, that ain't what we talking about. We talking about me and Jai's fun. So day to day, Jive, me personally, Shrimpy Shrimp, I don't never get happy or sad. I guess I do, but for the most part, I can maintain the emotions. I don't really have any displeasant days or moments. It's moments that come about where I'm flustered and I really can't figure out and I'm torn emotionally. But when I'm that, I recommend everybody get the fuck from around me because ain't no telling what I might say or what might go on. I might be in the mood like, well, fuck everybody. But after a day or so, I sit down and I realize, you know what? It wasn't really that big of a deal.
Yeah.
And my nigga, life is great on a tip where I'm having a great time right now. So every instance of my life to me is just exuberance, my nigga. And even though I talk a lot of shit and it might sound fucked up, even with me going through that dark hole that sometimes you gotta go through to realize the light, even while going through that, life be good. I'm not really mad about anything because I know that emotions is like the devil. Being happy is the same as being sad. Like it's all a trick. Nigga, I just live and learn. And whatever the fuck is in front of me is in front of me. And I prepare myself to defeat it or to enjoy it or to just live in that moment. Nigga, fuck it. Nigga, we all gonna die.
One day.
I mean,
Inevitable.
You might not die during the day, though. It might be one night.
Oh, Lord.
this nigga here.
One date.
Yeah.
At some point
At
in
some
time.
point.
Yeah.
This nigga here, boy.
Why you think I'm Cap?
And what that, when I say you full of shit?
Why?
Just on the therapist shit. But other than that, no. I like you other than that.
Oh, thanks.
I just don't. Yeah, other than that, you a stand up motherfucker and you a fun person, but I just don't. And we talked about it on the pod. I just don't think that a married man with a woman should listen to what you talking about that being the fact that you just told a story being with a lesbian. So, I mean, other than that, like the story was funny. We had time, but once you go to saying what a nigga should do with his woman, that's when I gotta stand up and say, Lex, stop it.
So at the end of the day, just because I've dated women doesn't mean that I don't know like anything about men or about males or about black men or about relationships.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the science speaks for itself. I've been able to,
what you talking about?
like the stats of my couple speaks for themselves as to who I can help and how I can help them. That's, I think, everybody has their thing. But again, if we were in a counseling session, you wouldn't know who I date.
But if you know better, you do better. And I'm saying that to say this, that let me preface this because I don't know if you know better. Do you think homosexuality is a venereal, not venereal, I'm thinking of VNER.
Venereal?
Not venereal,
What are you
like
talking about?
pretty much hold in adulation.
Venerated.
Venerated. Yeah.
Venerated.
That kind of deed. Like, do you think that that homosexuality is the pinnacle or something to be glamorized or to be commended? Because I think that it's a detriment and it's a mental handicap.
I don't think that it is either. I don't think it should be glamorized or admired. I think it's people, like, I told my mom this, right? I'm like, as long as you ain't got to sleep with him, you shouldn't worry about it. Like, you should be good.
But that's, I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's not causing you any pain. It's not causing you any, like, physical pain. It's not stopping you from eating. It's not stopping you from paying your bills. Like, so whoever want to sleep with, that's their business. And I'm just more vocal about it. I used to keep it hush hush. I used to keep it real quiet, but it's like, why?
Why'd you keep it hush hush and quiet?
Because I grew up in private school. I grew up in church, and it was always hell, sin, like brimstone and fire.
Do you think it's a hell in sin?
I think a lot of things we do are sins, but steady yet we still do it.
But no, I didn't ask you that. I said, do you think that specifically?
Okay, so to me now, I feel like a sin is something that you don't feel comfortable with, is wrong in your heart, and you still do it.
Do you think
feel
homosexuality
like
is that?
Not to me, no.
So even with you saying what you said, right? When you said pretty much let people do what they want, if that's the case, then you can't, not you, but as a person giving relationship advice, if that's the thing, then to each his own. Like you can't really give somebody advice on relationship if you saying whatever you want to do is what you want to do.
So here's the thing: like when I have people that come at me,
and it's not personal, just to let you know.
Trust me, I do not take anything personal because I know who I am. But like when I get people that are devout Christians, they come to me, and like they'll say the most off the wall stuff. Even though that's not my I don't believe to that extent or to what y'all are saying. I'm still going to sit there. I'm still going to work with you, and I still know how to adapt and navigate and still help you with that. So it's all about being versatile. It's all about, I guess, knowing yourself and being comfortable with yourself, but also knowing other people. And I don't know, I'm not a judgy person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like, okay, I knew I liked girls from my first grade. My 6th grade teacher was like one of my first crushes.
Holy fuck.
I know.
Was she a lesbian?
She was a very masculine presenting white woman, right? But
she was like Ellen DeGeneres?
Yeah, a little bit. So
the fact that that's the bitch that you reached in the bag for.
Well, I mean, he was on there. She was just a brunette. But my whole thing is like, I thought something was wrong with me. I'm like, what the fuck? Why am I, looking at this lady like that? Like, that's weird because I don't want to go to hell. And that's what I was kept being told. Like, you're going to hell, you're going to hell, you're going to hell. But now my whole view on Christianity, my whole view on just love in itself has completely changed. Now, I still date men. I haven't dated women in a minute because
like 60 seconds.
No, like my last relationship really did that big one on me.
What a woman or a dude?
Yeah, no, it was a woman. I dated after I broke up with my son's dad. We were engaged. We broke that off. I took 1.5 years off. Started dating this girl for 4 years, and then we broke up. And then I dated another girl for 2 years, and we broke up like February. And she did her big one.
What does that mean?
She like literally
she got drugs.
Took my heart, shattered it, spit it, and shattered it. And she moved. Moved
San Francisco?
We were talking the end of February. She had a new girlfriend the beginning of March.
Yeah.
Guess where she moved?
To the Philippines.
No. To the apartment building right next to mine.
Yeah, you deserve that.
Okay, sure. As soon as I'm thinking we cool, you piss me off.
I'm just saying.
But I did not deserve that because I didn't do anything to her. For her.
But see, this is the thing, right? Because this is what I didn't realize about this shit. Relationships, and I didn't know we was gonna get into this because we still got to get into we was getting into some socialism talk. We gonna be here all night.
Hell no, I gotta go to work in the morning.
Okay, I think the more I've been with the woman I'm with, and scouting what's around me and talking and listening to people, I think relationships really is a mirror of you. So whatever that when you with somebody and the things you angry with them about, you need to check yourself and see if you angry with yourself about these things. Like I just was telling Jive, my partner told me today, because I ain't got a job. Nigga said I'm skating between the line of bum and revolutionary. And I told my girl, she said, well, nigga, you are. Now, I could have been mad because I'm like, damn, you supposed to be on my side. But I brushed it off because I done been with this woman long enough to know that the thing that she's saying, she could seem like an asshole to me, but I seem like an asshole to everybody. So I can't be mad at her if she done said something to me in an asshole way, and that's the way I done presented myself to the world. You know what I'm saying? So that's just that on that.
It sounds like he feels like, it sounds like you're saying like, yo, if I dish it out, I gotta be able to take it.
Yes.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
the shit that pissed me off with my last relationship was that was
And not from that person is what I'm saying. Like just however it comes. That
was my best behavior in relationship. Like no arguing, very peaceful, like everything.
But
like,
that's to them. What about to everybody else?
To everyone else, I've been working on myself. Like therapy has really did its big one for me, because when I started therapy, I was in a very dark place, like all types of thoughts, and I had to start my own therapy because I was helping everybody but myself. So when I started talking to my therapist, a lot has helped me. Like I've been in therapy for 4 years, and it's really helped me navigate relationships, my personal private life, my friends, all that. But I was pissed because I painted a lot of red flags green in my last relationship. It's a lot of shit that I wanted the relationship so bad, and I wanted it to work so bad that I was just allowing all types of like behaviors and treatment, and I really shouldn't have. And so now that I know myself enough, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't deserve that. So when I'm dating, now that I am like I'm trying to get back in the dating field, but this shit is ghetto.
But okay.
I refuse.
This also why I said you was full of shit, right? And it's not you. It's just the idea that you're saying. Even how you say you was in therapy for 4 years. I know that the therapy, aka the rapist, because if you break it down, the word, the rapist, they am I lying?
Please continue, sir.
You like that one, Job?
Yeah, I see what you did there.
Okay. They in bed.
I don't know why you looking at me.
I heard that from somebody else. So you like that one?
No.
Break the word down though.
Yes, I get it. A lot of words make other words. I understand.
But I'm not one of them guys like Hugh Man. I'm not one of them guys. So I'm saying that I know they in bed with the insurance agency. I know that all this thing. I know that black kids get push ADHD pills, that kind of stuff. So when I'm talking to especially women, people I know, and they say they go to therapy, then they diagnose themselves with things, or the therapists do. And they on medicine, and then they try to tell a nigga like me what to do, and they on some antidepressants. I'm like, how the fuck can you tell me what a relationship how to be in the world, and you got to have medicine from the white boy to help you even see this shit?
Well, I don't think medicine would be here if it didn't work.
No, you right. Like, no, antibiotics and all.
So I take Wellbutrin. Very, very open about that. It's an antidepressant because without it, I be trying to take myself out. So with that being said, I get so depressed. I get so sad. It's like if Drive called me and be like, oh, I want to do a podcast. No. Because I'm putting myself in a hole. My best friend would tell you, like, I used to disappear. Like, I didn't want to talk to nobody. They'll be like, Lex, are you okay? No. We know. Because I used to get so sad. I'm like, bro, I'm just crying all the time. Like, it felt like a manic episode. Like, I'm just sad.
And you done with the church? You don't fuck with church?
I got church hurt. So
what does that mean?
I used to go.
You probably went to a gay church.
No. I went to a prominent church here in Savannah.
Where? Jonesville?
No, Tremont Temple.
Where that's at?
On MLK.
Is the pastor, does he, on the billboard, is it him and his wife?
I don't even know if he has a billboard. I know he work at a longshoreman hall, but
does his wife be in the pulpit?
I know she sings. I don't know.
Does she?
I haven't been there so long.
But when you,
story.
I was engaged, then I got pregnant, and
with the baby now?
With my son. Yeah. So I was doing praise dance.
You was miming?
No, I teach praise. I taught praise dance. Like, I loved it. Yeah. It's not miming, but yeah, it's close enough. You would have been so graceful. You're so good. But yeah, I was working with the kids. I was doing Sunday school, church, Sunday church, children's church,
Yeah.
all of the things, Berean Association, all that. And my mom, it was an event, and my mom told the pastor, it was like, oh yeah, my grandbaby coming, and he's like, you're pregnant, and I was like, yeah.
Then that's the first question. Oh no, they said because the grandbaby. Okay, got
Yeah, so he was like, oh, okay. So then that Tuesday I go for praise dance practice, and the older lady that worked with me was like, Alexis, you're here. I'm like, why wouldn't I be? Like, no one called you? I was like, no. She was like, the pastor doesn't think that it would be a good idea that you work with the girls anymore. And so basically because I was pregnant. So we had a meeting, and he said, your sin is showing. I don't want my daughter to think that that's okay. I said, well, I'm 27. I live on my own. I have 2 degrees. I don't do drugs. And he said, actually, we know that. So mind you, I was bartending and doing therapy. So then he was like, we know that you bartend at a strip club. I didn't know 201 was a strip club. I was like, exactly. So I was like, I don't bartend at a strip club. He's like, yes, you do. You bartend at a strip club. You post naked pictures on Facebook.
Is he wrong for saying this?
It was a guy who was saying this to me, and I'm like,
is he the pastor?
Yes. And I was like, I post naked pictures on Facebook. I was like, do you know I have, family and friends on my Facebook? Like, no, I do not do that. And he's like, and I was told that you smoke weed. I was like, I'm a substance abuse counselor. How do I smoke weed? We get drug tested all the time. So
you can pass the drug test. That's what he was saying. You know how to piss in a cup. You got somebody who don't do the dope.
So I got really, and so I said, well, didn't you have a child before you got married?
Yeah.
And she's like in her 20s now, right? And so he was like, we're not talking about me. We're talking about you.
Well, he was bullshitting from the jump.
I was really hurt, and nobody stuck up for me, and they made it seem like I was just a horrible person. And then every sermon after that had to do with having a child out of fornicating, having a child out of wedlock, all these things. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I stopped going to church.
But that's okay, because I'm not a Christian. I'm not a church goer. But I have read the Bible to an extent. I'm still going through it. The pastor, he already bullshitting because the situation he in. But if he was to tell the people, he might not be bullshitting. But he's not wrong with telling you what he told you. Like, you might not have been scripting and all, but to teach the kids and you're pregnant, it's not about the at the strip club, well, whatever the fuck it is. It's the out of wedlock thing that he just can't say it because he done it. So but he hustling though.
But I also told him, I was like, bro, I'm engaged. Like, we're literally set to be married.
That don't mean shit.
And so he was like, well, that's that's cute and everything, but that's not what we're talking about.
No,
and I said,
that's the truth.
But I also understand if you're saying, hey, respectfully, we love you, but can you sit until you have your baby? I would have gladly, been like, cool, I could do that. 6 months, 7 months, cool, I could do that.
Why did you go to church anyway, though?
Why did I go to church?
Yeah.
I grew up in church. Like, that's literally all I knew. That's all I knew. I went to private school, always in church. Me and my grandma got baptized together.
Damn.
And it was something to me that was super important. Like, my faith was a really big deal to me.
But I'm saying, what part of the faith? Like, what part of the Bible, like, what do you think the Bible is?
So now I think the Bible is a book of fables. I think it's a book of stories that are told to kind of make people go in the right direction. Do I think there was a burning bush? No. Do I think someone went into the belly of the whale for 3 days? No, I do not. Do I think someone hung from a cross and then was resurrected 3 days later? No.
Do you think somebody was hung from a cross, though?
Yeah, probably. But I didn't think they got beat the extent that they did and then got up 3 days later.
I'm saying other than Jesus, like just people in general. Do you think people was crucified?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how they killed people back then.
Yeah.
He had a murder and a robber or something?
According to the story.
Yeah. So, I mean, at this point, and then I played the game of telephone. Well, if you play the game of telephone, 9 times out of 10, what you say isn't going to be what is told. If it's told to let's say you have 100 people in a room, you start with saying the blue bird likes blue wings on a red sky.
Yeah.
It's by the time it gets to the 100th person, it might be the red sky like blue birds when the blue birds sing pink. And it's like, that's not what I said.
But let me ask you this. You think say if you were a Christian, not just you, the cohorts of Lexuses, people like you, if they were Christians and adhere to the principles of Christianity, do you think the community of those people that done that would be in a better position than me and you sitting here right now?
I really can't answer that because I don't believe in religion anymore. I'm more spiritual. Like, I believe there's a higher power. I think that there is something greater than me, of course, because I have to anchor myself in something. But when it comes to the faith, when it comes to the religion, I'm not very gun ho. I think it's a money grab. I think that people are not sincere because my uncle had cancer, and the same pastor, because it was my family church, the same pastor he called refused to give him communion. Like, he would not
I'm
come.
telling you, your pastor is full of shit though.
Oh, I cannot stand him.
But that's not. And I'm telling you, I'm not a Christian, but he's not the poster child. He's not the epitome of what is supposed to be.
He's a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Yeah, but you was there.
Yeah, I was there.
Your family was there.
Yeah, until they started seeing him for who he was.
How long did it take him?
It took. Well, you know how you be like, okay, well, I don't really know him, but hey, pastor, I never really get to know people.
You're talking about like as a kid?
Yeah, like, hey, pastor, keep going, keep pushing. Even as a young adult, hey, pastor, keep going, keep pushing. But when I saw how he treated me, I'm like, okay. But when my uncle had a very aggressive cancer.
Yeah.
And when I saw how he asked for communion and he's like, oh, I'm gonna call you back, and never call my uncle back.
Yeah.
Oh, baby.
I don't
okay.
know your uncle's situation.
Well, he passed away now, but I had to put my foot up the church ass.
I'm saying this. If your pastor wasn't full of shit, the way he handled you isn't wrong biblically.
Well, that's just it. Like, understand that in the black church, you're asked to step down. I figured that was coming, but it's not. It's how he did it. He did it. No, he did it so wrong. Like, number one, you're defaming my character in front, because we were in a office filled with deacons and deaconesses. Yeah. So you're not only telling this new business of mine to me, but you're saying this in front of everybody else that has respect for me or that I respect. And I'm like, your deacons come to my job to drink all the time.
But that's a thin line too, because if it's a council of people who run the things, then it should be said in front of people. But if you're not a part of that sector, then no.
So
if you're a deaconess, then yes, he should have that with you, but then he should come in front of everybody and say, this is what's happening. Him too, when he's at fault, it should be in front of everybody.
But also my issue was, if you knew that I was working in a strip club, taking naked pictures, doing this, why didn't you stop me when you thought it was going on?
Why do you think he knew that? He has thousands of or hundreds of members. He only got that information from somebody else.
Listen, if you knew that, why didn't you sit me down then? Why would you want your daughter around that then? But pregnancy is where you draw the line.
But he
knew. He said he knew.
Well, he knew once he seen.
He thought he knew.
I mean, but this is what happened. He probably heard the whispers, but he had so many different things happening. It was on his mind. But when he heard of the pregnancy and confirmed it, then
what does that confirm? That I was fucking? Like, but nobody was saying that. They were saying I was doing drugs. They were saying I was working in a strip club, which none of this.
But once you
true.
come up pregnant and not married and and the person that you got pregnant is not around in the church, then those other things could be true.
He's on my Facebook, so he saw
the other guy or the pastor.
The pastor.
Oh well, he a bullshit pastor.
So he saw that we were in a very committed engagement. He saw the proposal and everything, liked it, liked the post.
But see, because you can't say that kind of stuff to Trump. There's no such thing as a committed engagement. It's either you married or you ain't. All that other shit is that's for kids.
Okay.
For real.
I tell you, a nigga get married for what, a year and think they look grand down.
But that's why I didn't get married because I wanted to. I got married because information was presented to me, and then I had a conversation with my uncle. He said, "Well, you talking tough, but you ain't married the woman you with. Until you do that, stop talking like that." And I looked at my woman and said, we got to go get married. And we went in 2 weeks or 3 weeks to the courthouse.
I'm actually glad we didn't get married because he was hella abusive. So it worked out for the best.
You can't call it committed then. Committed is commission. I mean, then I said that word all the way.
I was like, what is that? It's okay.
What is commission?
Commission is something that's a word.
That's why people get married now, for commission though.
But no, I just feel like that whole thing it rubbed me the wrong way. The thing with my uncle rubbed me the wrong way. So I'm good with just praising God how I praise him.
Why don't you start your own church?
I don't want to start my own church. I listen to music. That's my therapy, listening to music. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I go to my gym in my apartment complex and dance. Like I do. I literally will put a song on, and that's how I praise him. I've always praised through dance.
Well, most people think God, like, I was talking to my partner, and he was talking about, do I pray? I said, yeah. But he said, you don't believe in God. I said, I ain't never said that. I don't believe in the Jesus walked and all that. But just how you say, every morning I try to wake up before I got shit to do. I want to stretch, and I want to sit down for at least 10 minutes. I'm going to time myself and just sit there with my thoughts, just in one spot. And that's me praying.
Kind of like meditating.
Yep, but that's what it is. Meditating is praying. And I mean, if you read the Bible thoroughly, like I'm telling you, your pastor is a bullshit motherfucker, but he's not a bullshit motherfucker for telling you what he is. He's just a bullshit motherfucker for picking and choosing. But if you read it thoroughly, you will meditate and realize you one with God. You won't judge, but you will say the people around you, you could still be in the church if you say, you know what, I fucked up and did this, but I'm going to love this baby and however, and tell the youth, don't do this because this is against what we preach, and it will send you to hell. Not hell physically, but a mental hell, because raising a kid without a man and that strife that comes with it is hell on earth. It's been proven. You don't think so?
I'm doing all right.
How you think that though?
But his dad's in his life, so I can't say I'm doing
Why
it by myself.
Why you think you're doing all right? Like, because you got a couple of dollars?
No, it's not a financial thing. It's the emotional, it's the mental. But I mean, his dad is present, so I can't really say that I'm doing things by myself because I'm not. He's still there. He's still active.
But is it the same being in the house with your kids? Like,
of
when
course
they
it's
wake
not the
up
same,
in the
but
middle of the night?
I don't know. I'd rather be by myself than get my ass beat in the morning. So.
Well, yeah, that too. I wouldn't recommend that for breakfast, but shit. Want some Cheerios or uppercut?
Cheerio for 3,000.
Pep Cheerio.
So y'all over here, y'all having.
I'm sorry. I had to, because me and Lex was at odds, and now we done mended our relationship.
Mended our relationship.
Yeah, we
you be at odds with all of them, boy.
I just say shrimp is shrimp.
You think so? Well, it was a Cold War.
Cold War.
Yeah, we didn't know we was at war, but we was at war. We was at an ideological war.
Lord have mercy.
Now we done met common ground, so I know, hey man, when she talking that therapy talk, just disregard it.
No, because here's my thing, like y'all talking about church and everything, and I kind of grew up in it, in different ways. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm honest, like to his point, I think he has a point. Like, if you consider a job, a church like a job, like, you know what I'm saying, there's parameters of things you can and can't do at work.
Right.
Point blank, period. Doesn't matter how you feel. This is what you can and can't do. If you do anything other than that, then there's corrective action up into including termination type shit. For some reason, we go to church and don't see it that way. We go to church and then start interpreting which parts of the Bible we think fit.
But don't they do that? And to be honest, they tell us that the Old Testament technically should be can't have nice things. But the Old Testament really is null and void because the New Testament took its place after
Who told you that,
after Jesus, the Bible.
Jesus
If you read the New Testament lets you know that he has died for, that's why we don't have to sacrifice lambs anymore.
Yeah.
Because he died for our sins.
Yeah.
So the things that were in the Old Testament that we used to have to do, we no longer have to do it because Jesus already.
Yeah, no. It wasn't things. It was sacrifice. That was the thing,
Yeah.
right? So
Right.
it was sacrifice. It wasn't like thou shalt not kill anymore. To go kill bitches because he's
No.
completed.
Fuck Moses.
That's
Okay?
not
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Know
no,
what the fuck
it's. But that's what happens, right? When you, again, because the Bible is terribly dense. Like you can't narrow it down to a singularity. And in the Western culture, we have what they call like the cure mindset. We think there's always one thing you can do. Take one pill and it solves everything. Do this one thing and it'll solve everything. He did one thing and then it solved one big issue, but you still have a discipline to adhere to, right? To be Christ-like, right? And what was Christ but somebody who took the word of God to the nth degree? You see what I'm saying? It didn't believing in God. And look, I'm not the greatest, whatever. Believe in what you believe in, but you don't get to make up the rules for yourself.
But
You see what I'm saying? Like,
churches make up the rules for themselves all the time. So again, they
Mhm.
say, "Oh, don't judge." But then when somebody comes in there,
when the Bible
looking-
doesn't say, the Bible says a lot of things about judgment. It also says judge your brother righteously. You know what I'm saying? Again, this thing is like, it says, like,
but even Jesus
like if-
said,
if-
"Judge
like if
not,
I
yet
see
you
you-
be judged." Right?
yeah.
He
But
said a lot of shit.
But so here's the thing, like when it says, judge your brother righteously, what it's trying to say is, if I see my brother doing something wrong, why am I not correcting him here? Why am I going to let him get all the way to the feet of the Father, and then let that be the time he hears about something? Because then
No.
I'm going to be called to account.
I've
Like,
seen people come into church with 5 headed kids, and they're not like, we used to live across the street from subsidized housing,
Oh shit.
and so they, we used to go to church across the street from subsidized housing. So, basically, the people would come in, and we're in a church full of AKAs and deltas, right? So when they come in, that's not judging.
But they already.
yeah.
busted anyway.
But so here's the thing, and there's another analogy about church. Church is like a hospital. You don't go there when you well. You know what I'm saying? There's something that needs to be fixed in you, and we need to have that conversation about. First of all, talk about how classism just leaked into blackness. The idea that because you are AKA, you're Kappa, you're whatever, that self-imposed classist thing that we do to ourselves when we try to mimic the superior culture, quote unquote, is ugly. It's an ugly thing when we see, because the minute somebody does that to us, the same thing you're saying that happens in that church, that turn up their nose to you, but they get their nose turned up to them because of blackness, or because of black femaleness, or because of black maleness. We understand how problematic that is, but then we bring it in house and then inflict it on each other.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the
Yeah.
Most High God didn't do that. The Most High God doesn't teach you to separate yourselves amongst each other. That's confusion.
Yeah.
And
Right.
God is not the God of confusion. So why
I'm
are
not the author
of
I'm
confusion?
sorry.
That's right. Yeah, correct me, brother.
My fault.
You know what I'm saying? So here we are. When you take the Bible and put things in and take things out, you are reauthoring it in confusion.
Yeah.
Because everybody is going to put, well, shoot, I'm okay with homosexuality. Well, I'm okay with stealing. I'm okay with, look,
But you have
if you're
pastors-
okay with some things that are in this thing, then stop calling yourself Christian.
But
But
how
you
oh,
have pastors that are LGBT, like pro LGBT.
But this is
That's
what I'm
you
saying.
have pastors that are
But
gay.
But this is what I'm saying.
Especially in Savannah.
But this is what I'm saying. The
Savannah.
point of it is do what you want, but stop calling it this. That's not what this is anymore. You remember, like in American Gangster.
Call
It blue dog shit. But you don't step on my product
You call it
and
blue
call
magic.
it my shit.
We got problems.
You know what I'm saying? So if you believe what you want to believe, practice what you want to practice. I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. Cool, go do that over there.
Okay,
But that's not Christianity.
how-
And we understand that we know we play like we don't know the rules when it comes to Christianity, but nobody tries that with Islam. Nobody goes to Islam and tries to rewrite a damn thing.
niggas
because
don't know
they-
the rules though. The Christian niggas ain't. I ain't gonna say it. Most people ain't read the Bible.
But that's what I'm saying though. Why? Because you've been raised in a culture that sort of steeped you in it, so you think you're kind of like grandfathered in. Like, you don't really have to read the thing. You're kind of in a Christian nation, so just
Can't be.
I know a couple of phrases, and then you could walk around and pretend like you've read the thing, and you haven't. Most people don't read, period.
Yeah.
So let
We literally
alone
had to read and memorize.
right. So when
Okay, if
12
that's
years.
the case, though, how if you've read this, how can you get fooled to think that these people are even the real deal? Because if you see somebody that's an AKA also saying Christian, they bullshitting. You can't praise the Greek God and the Israeli God.
Well, that's because they don't look at it as Greek gods. They really do not.
But no, if you dedicate your life to, like me, I don't praise nothing but the black God. I praise Frederick Douglass, Martin Luther King, Medgar Evers, Fred Hampton, W.E. Du Bois. That's my gods. That's my that's my Moses. That's my Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
That's my Aaron. That's my David. So those stories, I look at the stories of black folks, and that's who I cling to. So whenever the actions and things that I do, if it's against them, then I'm ashamed. I don't give a fuck if it ashamed the Israeli dude. I don't give a fuck about the Bible. But if Martin Luther King was to look at me and say, man, this is despicable, then I got
So
a
here's my
problem.
question for you then, because all right, yeah, but when Martin Luther King or Medgar
you're
Evers,
right. Well, Martin Luther King had a thing where you had to submit and adhere to Jesus.
right. Even
So-
even Malcolm X, like when you ask them, what compelled them to do and be the things that they do, they would talk about that God.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I'm saying?
also those people, let me tell you this, and this what I wanted to tell you, son. I'm happy Lex here, because it's gonna go to this. I think black folks is just full of catchphrases.
Yeah.
So when they say like generational wealth, financial literacy, I had a dude say that he was reading the Bible, and the Bible say God gonna show the Israelites a new land, and that's like buying a home and all that. I'm like, but hold up, the Israelites left Egypt. They weren't in America. So go back to what you say, like these people glean from Jesus' story and all that. They did do that, but they can't live that existence because the Israelis left the whole land. Malcolm, Martin, and all that they pretty much was Moses that never left Egypt.
Well, okay. So what I'm trying to say is this: like,
I felt so bad for Moses. Go ahead.
if you are patterning your behavior off of somebody who in and of themselves is orthodox to a higher authority,
Yeah.
right, the path leads that way.
Yeah.
So if I start to read Malcolm and I start to understand how his orthodoxy in Islam guided his steps, you know what I'm saying, then how can I subtract what compelled him and keep him as that figure when he didn't do that to himself?
You have to
He didn't subtract his faith from his commitment to the people. Why would you subtract that faith?
Okay, I get what you're saying,
Okay.
but this is why I say the misconnect come from. Well, not the misconnect, because time kind of keeps going, kind of thing, right? So even right now, I don't really know the struggles of the Yemen people, right? It's probably a guy right now who rose from the ashes, and he's their Martin, but he's talking a whole different talk than Martin, not in the meat and potatoes. It's still oppression and still the same gist of it, but the particulars are different. So the parting of the Red Sea and going this way is different than the Mao movement is different than the Che Guevara's movement.
But okay,
But they're still fighting for the same.
Yeah.
thing,
So
you get what I'm saying?
but you get lost in the. I want to do something. I want to segue in a minute, but you get lost in the minutia. How they try to exact their understanding of socialism or their understanding of democratic socialism or whatever had a lot to do with the political makeup of the environment that they were in.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
So what Che Guevara was going through in Cuba versus what Mao is doing in China, Asia, versus what Lumumba,
the Ho Chi Minh and shit.
yeah, versus what Lumumba is doing in Africa. It has to do with differing levels of political pressures, historical context, tribalism, all the other things that are happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to get the exact thing that happened in Jesus' time, because
even Nelson Mandela type of shit.
Yeah, and Nelson Mandela, there were all those different socio-political pressures. In Jesus' time, the overwhelming force was, the Romans. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get, and
it wasn't global then too.
Right. Or I mean, it was global in the understanding that they had, like the known world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all that to say, like, to get lost in the mire of like how it's different than this. It's different in some of the features, but the function remains the same.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? But so I wanted to do something because you mentioned this, and I did want to ask. We have a whole therapist in the building, and I struggle with some understanding, and I struggle with a lot of the stuff. But you said something. We have a lot of catchphrases in our culture.
Oh yeah.
And catchphrases become cliches, and then what I've learned recently is there's a such thing as thought terminating cliches. I don't know if
I don't know what the fuck that is.
A thought terminating cliche is a cliche that closes conversation. It doesn't help it along, right? Like if she's indicting and saying something about how men behave towards women and how problematic it is, as she's starting to articulate, and then you just go, well, boys will be boys. That shuts shit down. There's nothing to say after that.
Yeah.
It's like what Deion Cole said, whelp. Like they ain't shit else after whelp. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, when women say, oh, well, I'm a girl's girl. It really is not. There's nothing after that. There's a lot of shutdown that happens. And I think because we want a guaranteed outcome, we are willing to flatten language and misuse language. And I think therapy speak gets misused as thought terminating cliches, right? And in her practice, assessing somebody to be a narcissist is the beginning of the conversation, and how we can, do those, whatever it is that they do in that field. But in layman's terms, when they throw out narcissist, it's to shut somebody down. You're a narcissist. There ain't shit else you can say.
Yeah, fuck all the facts you got behind.
You saying a therapist?
No, a narcissist.
No. You saying when a therapist says that?
Yeah, when a therapist says,
that's because there's a criteria that we have to go by.
Right.
You have to. I can't just call you bipolar. Like you have to fit the criteria for that. That's why I ask you a series of questions to see if you fit the criteria.
Right, and then that's not when the person gets the diagnosis. That's not the end, right?
No.
There's
work
more.
To be done.
That's the beginning, right?
There's work to be done.
Right.
Sure, yeah.
But when that person who might come in and go, now I know some of the tools that it takes to diagnose somebody with narcissism or bipolar, whatever. Now I could go out into the world and weaponize this language, and start moving people around. You know what? You're just bipolar. And to the person who doesn't know what that means,
and people think that just because I'm like angry at you or I have attitude with you, I'm bipolar. No, that's not it at all. Actually, bipolar 9 out of 10 looks like sadness. It looks like I'm sad for this amount of time, or okay, now I'm happy now. I have a flight of
manic behavior.
Yeah, very much so. And it's just kind of like, or I haven't slept. When I meet people and they're like, oh, I haven't slept for like 2 days. Like I'm so tired. Okay, let me ask you some questions. If they come and they sit in front of me and they're like, I mean, I haven't been sleeping. I'm like, how's your appetite? Okay, how's your mood? Are you sad? Okay, so let's talk about your thought process. Like, have you had any like new ideas lately? And they're like, yeah, actually, I want to open up the next IMAX theater. Flight of idea, grandiose thinking. Okay, so now what else? So now I'm talking to you and we're having this conversation, and as you're talking and as you're saying things, I'm checking things off my list because definitely fit this criteria. Or I've had someone come in that was schizophrenic, and that was like, I remember he was manic when he came in. So that was different for me. But then you have people that just have borderline personality disorder. You have people that, like, you have to fit the criteria. Everything has a criteria that you have to fit in. And sometimes it's multiple. It's like, oh, you show signs of this, but you also show signs of this. Mm-hmm. And so if I tell you that you show signs of this, I don't want you to go out and start dying. I can't count how many times people are like, oh, after, meeting with you, I feel like, now I want to be a therapist. Like, I feel like I could be good at it. Okay, well, yeah, there's schools available. I went to Savannah State. Have fun. I'm not going to ever down you, but my God, today, like, you need to. I had one couple, and they used, the wife used intellectualization as a defense mechanism. And so she wanted to learn. If I said one thing, she's learning everything about it. I'll talk about attachment style. She's learning everything about it. And so she intellectualized to weaponize against her husband. And so now I have to tell her, like, stop. Because you're going to make things worse. Let's breathe. You can't, I would never tell anyone to weaponize therapy or to attach a stigma to someone that they possibly do not have, because that's not okay. Go to a licensed therapist.
But this is what, to the point he's making, like, our culture, we're trying to I say this a lot now recently. We're an emasculated people.
Oh shit.
We are black men, black women, and that just means powerless. You know what I'm saying?
I thought you meant like a nigga just like got his nuts cut off.
No.
We're an emasculated people. You know what I'm saying? So we submit our labor, we submit our time, we submit our freedom.
Yeah.
Powers that we don't control.
And don't give a fuck about learning about what we doing.
So then the crazy part about that is what ends up happening is we take whatever little power we have and we are quick to wield it against each other. The only people that, sort of we can hit. Does that make sense?
There we go.
So we do this to each other all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Black man make 5 seconds worth of money, and now he's trying to wield it over his woman's head like I'm a king. And I've had this conversation, like I don't need to be called a king in order to demand that I be respected as a human being. But that's what happens when you have felt so dehumanized for so long. You think the only way to be seen as human is to be seen as royalty.
Yeah, this is over with. And you said a word, right? Mm-hmm. You said grandioso. Grandioso. Is that, did I say it right?
Grandiose.
Mm-hmm. If that's a mental...
Cash Banks in the see you in the chat, man, because black people don't like black people. That is... There is some truth to that.
I like you niggas.
I ain't gonna... You do? Well, guess what?
That's very light-skinned private school of you.
Why don't you say you
very
love
light-skinned?
What? Because it said don't like. That's why. I was being funny, Shrimp. Goddamn, let me be a comedian. Let me be funny,
No, we ain't got time for that. We in here preaching and we trying to administer. Jai finna baptize you.
Okay.
That what you call that?
Yeah, he gonna baptize you in the do-rag. You gonna be a part of do-rag ministries. But
do I get a hat too? I'm not there yet.
No, you got to become a bishop to do that. Yeah. You got to become an artist. He Pope status. You get a wave cap. You don't get a do-rag. You get one without a tail.
Oh, man. You get a wig cap.
Yeah,
Lord have mercy.
A wig cap. The dialogue joint. You don't get nothing satin. That's upper echelon.
You got to prove yourself.
Yeah.
No.
But I'm saying this, right? If being grandiose is like a mental health synopsis, like, hold up.
Grandiose just means big thoughts, big.
Well,
big.
I'm saying, but what's the word where you like when you put the label on them, when they come in for a diagnostic and then
assess?
You diagnose them.
And what's the word that you pretty much tell them the issue?
Diagnose?
You diagnosed them with grandioseness, and that's a mental.
No.
Well, I would
Grandiosity.
never.
No, she was saying was
People have
So,
grandiosity.
grandiosity is where basically, okay, so like if you come into my office and you're like, let's say this is your second week and last week you were okay, but this week you're coming in like I had someone, I'll use this example. Lex, bruh, got a big idea. And it's just like, okay, let's talk about it. What's your idea? I want to open up, think about it, right? I want to open up this app. And in the app, it's going to be this, that. And everybody in the world going to get it. I'm going to be rich. I'm going to thank you. And I'm just saying, it's going to get done. Like, you have, like, it's like, when is the last time you slept? I didn't. I was up for the last 2 days.
Is he on meth?
No.
Oh, shit.
No. I was up for the last 2 days, just trying to think about business plan, trying to get out the hood, trying to make it. Okay.
But I'm saying that's every
that's a example of grandiose thinking.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm thinking of this plan that is, I know it's unattainable. I know I will not be able to reach it anytime soon, but I'm going to believe that I can. I'm going to create all these different business ventures, and then I'm going to go on with regular life.
That's the word I was looking for. Ailment. If that's an ailment, then every nigga I know got that. That's what I'm saying, how I said that it's catchphrases. Everybody has, like, in the Negro community, has grandiose thinking. They actually think that if they say generational wealth or get rich, that their ideas can do it. But they don't understand that their ideas is very meager, and everybody has those ideas. Even the people who we think have grandiose lives, they really don't. But niggas really want to they aspire to be that. And if you don't aspire to be that, people think you crazy. If you detach from materialism, people will think you crazy. You'll lose your bitch behind this kind of shit. Mm-hmm. So
I mean, it's definitely difficult.
Like, your mic off.
I think it's definitely difficult. It's definitely difficult to have a different, especially a socioeconomic view of the world, and then try to date somebody here, because
like in Savannah.
It's just in America.
Oh.
Like,
why do niggas want to be millionaires? Why do people come to you? I got an idea to get rich. Why do niggas want to get rich?
Well, honestly, it was only my Fed pros that had that thought concept, because everybody else that I saw didn't think like that. They never came to me about those type of problems.
Well, because people, and I imagine you're talking about prisoners, but people in jail are probably in jail on some get rich quick scheme shit. Selling dope is a get rich quick scheme. Mm-hmm. Selling dope is like the nigga Ponzi scheme. Like, nigga, that is, you know what I'm saying?
A multi-level marketing.
Yeah, like, you the nigga at the bottom and you trying to get the distro. So all you got to do
Pablo Escobar one day. Telling you.
But we you know what I'm saying, but poverty is like starvation.
Yeah.
And they tell you never go grocery shopping when you're hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you start buying shit that isn't consistent with health. You think it takes so much to fill you up. It doesn't. So we think it's gonna, you know how I know I'm gonna be. If I'm a millionaire, I know I'll be fine. It's like, bro, all you need really is a decent job, a decent partner, and a motherfucking financial plan.
Yeah.
You'll all be fine.
Yeah.
But part of what we think liberation is now is freedom from consequences of irresponsibility.
But they also want that money quick.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I want $1 million because or a multi-million dollars, because at that level, I don't have to worry about spending money. I don't have to worry about fiscal responsibility. You know, like they looked at. I remember like one time they told Michael Jackson when he was alive, and they said this shit, and I remember, like, they said, in order to stay wealthy, he had to limit his spending to $1 million a month.
But
don't piss me off.
And I was like, limit? How much is he spending already a month? But
my aunt is rich. Well, to me, she the one. She my rich aunt.
What make you think she rich?
She my rich aunt. So.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, but there's this. We think
she act like she broke though.
But that's what people do. Like I have my grandparents. They're pretty. My grandparents on my father's side, pretty, pretty well off. But if you ask them, how you guys doing, they're just like, we're good.
Trying to make it.
But they know the process it took. You know what I'm saying? All them kids when they was broke and poor, they retired and they did all this and ascended and did all this stuff to they're actually very notable people where they live. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they did the things and they stayed humble. Yeah. We want the things
to be like P. Diddy and
we don't want to be humble no more because we think humble is humiliation.
Can I ask you this? Before, it's gonna be quick. I'm sorry. Because you were talking about your auntie's rich. I don't know her situation, but this is what I know about most people I know. They think rich is who can consume the most. They think rich is who can be in the most debt. Okay, they got a nice house. If they don't own the deed, they don't own the house. They're not wealthy if they can't produce.
They finished paying off their home years ago. Like her.
You seen the deed?
No, they've literally they've brought 3 more houses since then.
Have you seen any of the deeds?
No, but we have this conversation. So me and my aunt are really close, and she helps me financially with things because my mom did not teach me financial literacy. She didn't teach me.
That's another catchphrase too. Finish. We're gonna talk about.
She didn't teach me about anything. I didn't know about credit. I didn't know anything. So my aunt talks to me about all these things, and so when she went to go,
Don't put your ass in the camera, Jive.
She got like a 2025.
2025
BMW.
What? And she paid it off?
I went with her to take it off she went to make it. And so we were making it and the guy came back, showed me her credit score. I was like, dang, auntie, I'm getting to you like that one day. And then she showed me how much she made a year. And I was just like, okay.
What did she do?
She was a GS-18. So basically.
What is that?
She worked for the federal government, and she was where it was the president and it was somebody else, and then my aunt was like the 4th or 5th person under. She actually went to Washington to debrief with the president.
Would you say she's wealthy?
I would say that she is wealthy. And my uncle, she's ex-military, so she's getting a check from the military too. So not only is she getting her military check, but she's also retired DOD.
Yeah.
So she's getting that check too.
Department of Defense.
Mm-hmm. So she has all of these things. And then my uncle is also very well off. Yeah. He was ex-military as well. And he was a financial advisor for, I forgot what company it was, but he retired from there too, and so they are doing very well. So I actually get kind of upset because my cousins, they have 4 kids. They brought all 4 of their kids' homes. They brought all 4 of their kids' cars. Like they paid off? They try to. Well, 3 of their cars are. My cousin just got a brand new car, so hers isn't paid off anymore. But she's making the note, so they'll do the down payment, but she's in medical school now.
Are they black?
Mm-hmm. But she's in medical school now. She just left her condo that my aunt and uncle owns and went to Houston. So now they're paying for her apartment in Houston while she's in medical school for the next 2 years. And I'm sitting here like, damn, I'm the one taking care of my mama.
Yeah.
But
that's blackness.
Yeah. So I'm just like, I try to learn as much as I can from her and my uncle in California.
I'm saying like learn what? What exactly
can you learn? Just learning better saving habits, learning how they obtain the land or obtain the things that they do have. Like, what is your process? Like, what should I do with my Roth? What should I do with my 401k? Like, what do you think I should do? What should be the plan for this for when I get older? Like, I talk to them about the financial things that I'm going to need in the future because I really don't know. And
you
honestly,
think you can save your way to wealth?
That's a good question. I think it has a lot to do with spending habits. I think a lot of people that are quote unquote wealthy go broke real quick if they don't have the correct spending habits.
Well,
What is that?
I'm here to tell you.
What is it? Where did you get lemonade from?
He made it. You can't.
Niggas.
I was watching the news the other day.
Mm-hmm.
First off, let me say this, and I'm gonna go to that part. When I hear stories, how you telling me, and then I look at the history of the country, and I look at the statistics of the country, and then I look and it says that 4% of wealth is owned by blacks, and then I meet niggas, and all of them say they ain't broke. So I'm trying to figure out where's the poverty that I'm reading and living. Why don't nobody I know want to admit to this?
I'm working class.
But everybody, I'm telling you, your auntie is too, though. I'm telling you, they're lying to you. I'm saying everybody is lying. If they don't own the deed, then they're not wealthy. What do you think? Wealth and income isn't the same thing.
But that's what I'm telling you. Like, they own their home. They
bought it outright.
Yes.
Yeah, like
they are trying to. They were actually. She was like
was it $500,000? Because my grandparents just bought a home for $500,000. They don't own the home.
Well,
but so let me. I see what you're trying to do. Let me just do something real quick. I see what you're trying to do, and I get the argument. Hold on, stupid thingy. I get the argument, and I get what you're trying to do. All right, there we go. I get the argument, and I get what you're trying to say. So
let me get a shot of your shit.
Go ahead. Show red ass up and get it.
You can't be disrespecting the pimp.
You
look, that is a pot calling the kettle black. Boy.
I'm pecan tan. Thanks.
No, you red as a motherfucker, bro. I'm here to tell you. I'm here. I support the truth.
What were you saying, Jack?
I can only tell you what God loves. That's the truth.
Just go. What were you saying?
So, I hear what you're saying. Like, for some reason, I don't know where we got it from, but black people have it's an insecurity for sure. But there's a level of honesty about what finances is. Like, when you understand, for a very long time, I hated the discussion. I hated economics, hated it. But as I started to learn it, I started to learn what the definitive terms of this was. Mm-hmm. You don't get to redefine what poverty is because it hurts your feelings that you might fit in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you don't understand how, a lot of us don't understand how inflationary mechanisms and all these other economic forces are robbing your dollar of the ability to create stability.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, nobody said, oh, in order for a man to get me, he needs to make $100,000. Mm-hmm. They would say the same thing about $50,000. But what happened?
50 used to be a lot.
It used to be a ton. I know, because I used to make it. And
you talking to a nigga with no job.
And then it didn't take as much labor to get to $50,000.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to do overtime. I remember when I made that kind of money, I was kind of ahead of my time a little bit. I'm 20-something years old, making that kind of money. Motherfuckers people thought I was rich. Like, oh shit, nigga, $50,000 a year?
But you making the same as
but
the nigga that's 50.
Right, but I make a lot more than that now, and I do not have the same spending capacity, the same buying power.
Yeah.
Because of what inflation has done.
But I think we talked about that the other day on the phone. How I like got paid.
Oh yeah.
Bruh, I'm so fucking pissed. I just got my paycheck and this shit is gone.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing.
Exactly how your auntie's living too. You're just.
Oh no.
But here's the thing.
She's not.
So here's the thing.
It look good.
Unfortunately, I promise you, I get what you're saying, but that's not her.
Like my mother retired.
Yeah.
My mother retired 8 years ago. She retired. Government employee. She was the head of HR for. My mother has not worked.
Yeah.
And refuses to work.
Yeah.
Owns her home.
They just travel.
And then she just does what she wants to do.
Yeah.
Like.
Does she get Social Security?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's also a government thing.
Yeah. But
politics.
right. Wait. So I mean,
and she was
Social
there,
Security
she got the politics at a young age.
Right. So the Social Security is a socialist project, and so I supported it 100%.
Yeah.
So, but that's what happened when you paid into a system. She paid into the system.
Right. You
But
might
she
well
also
get it.
but this
They
is
take
the
it out
thing.
your check.
But this is that system that he's talking about because that came in the New Deal with FDR. His oh shit. Goddamn. Oh, I did get up and get a shot. That New Deal with that FDR sign, his people might have got that, but the majority of people it excluded black folks.
I mean, for a very long time. So, and I get what you're doing. I don't want to like go drag through the history, but we're here now.
Yeah.
So her mother and her aunt and my mother are kind of very much the same in that respect.
But no, because she said her aunt takes care of does your mother take care of abundance of people, different houses, different cars? She said her aunt has that power to do all those.
It's not just my aunt. It's my aunt and my uncle. They both. So they have it.
So my grandfather on my father's side, he retired as like the head warden of Fish and Game for the state of California.
The warden?
Yeah.
Of prison?
No, I might be using the term wrong. He's the head of Fish and Game. He retired the head of Fish and Game for the state of California.
Black man?
Yeah.
Damn.
Like, so he's literally there. I didn't want to go through all this, but they're literally in the paper for breaking the racial covenant of the neighborhood they lived in.
Yeah.
And to break the racial covenant, you had to make twice as much as the highest person that lived there. They did it. I'm poor, but they did that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not trying to.
And you make a lot of money.
I make,
and I don't have a job, and I'm poor. You're poor.
Yeah. So when you are income based, you are poor.
Yeah.
That's what just when somebody controls your financial efficacy, you are the labor force. When you have to go to market and sell your labor in order to survive, you are poor. I mean,
because even how we talking about with land, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your wealth because they say land is wealth. It is if the land produces income, but the income also comes from a conglomerate of people. So the people who sell people land, when they sell you the land, they sell you the land because they're like, we done with extracting the money out of it. Yeah, you can have a house and you could pay off your house, but a house and having a home that's paid off, that's just the basics of American living.
It's supposed to. It's supposed to be, but when you see what's happening with post the 2008 crash. What you saw was corporations and businesses and oligarchs buying up that ability.
Because even how you said financial literacy, that's another buzzword. That's just a catchphrase. Because I'm a nigga and I be around niggas and on the internet with niggas. When they say financial literacy and generational wealth, they talking about stuff that white capitals grant them. They go to talking about life insurance policies. They go to saying sell this and sell that, get land. They're not involved in the top of the thing. They're like Shaq, just a spokesperson for white capital, and they're lying to us.
When I talk about financial literacy, I'm mostly like understanding finances, understanding the value of money. I know I've learned that every dollar we make, we owe $1.45 or something like that.
Yeah.
So we are really in turmoil over here in America. And we don't see it. I'm like, I don't understand why we're not calling this a Great Depression. I don't get it, because I make way too much to get on food stamps, but I do not make enough to continue to buy groceries for my house. Like, that shit is expensive. Like, buying all the products, that shit is horrible.
Well,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
change because more people, what you're saying will be shameful.
No, I'm not ashamed at all. Like, that shit is hard out here.
But people act like, I don't know if because I went to the barbershop and I was talking to some guys and they were saying that they raised their kids you got kids?
Yeah, I have one son.
To not have to move back, right? And if they move back, then that's a problem. And I'm like, but time out. hold up, time out. Let me slow down. The guy was saying that I was saying it's not wise to be a stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
He was saying it is okay if the kids are grown because that means that the kids out the house and the woman don't really have to be hands on with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying whenever you have kids, they your kids for life.
For life.
But
For
when
life
you
it
live
is.
in a materialistic realm and you say they have to get out and fend for themselves, if they come back to you, that's a failure. But also, they don't have to come back to you physically to be a toll on you. The things that happen in the world emotionally, if I'm with a woman and her kids ain't in the house, but they going through something and they need their mother to lean on,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta take the burden of that.
Mm-hmm.
But niggas think that
It's
life is just material. They
Yeah.
don't even know what family is.
Right.
So when I'm living in the world today and I know the position that black folks is in and was meant to be in, I know all we got is each other.
Yeah.
So money and things of that nature doesn't make me lean on my brother or say he's better than or worse than. So even people with a Mercedes, I'm saying, no, you with us regardless. Because you don't, the wealth that you're saying, to me, I know it's not real.
Yeah.
You don't make decisions. You don't, generational wealth ain't just a house. Generational
Right.
wealth is when you get older, you're the board of directors for Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas don't have that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you can pass a house down, but the house don't make money.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it appreciates the value, but so here's the thing. So, yeah, well, our understanding of what generational wealth is limited by a lot of materialism and a lot. There's a hero complex that happens in the hood too. There's this idea that I'm going to be the one that pulls us up.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the one that generates this wealth. I'm going to be
Yeah.
the one to buy the house with enough rooms to do this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be me. And so we have this hero complex. It's really steeped in arrogance. I'll fall short of saying narcissism, but it really
Nah,
leans
say
in.
it. Give her
It really
flowers.
it really leans into the level of conceit and arrogance. I mean, but that's what that's what makes people gamblers.
Well, grandiose is a part of narcissism. So.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know
It is
that.
a part of the criteria.
No, I'm not. I believe you. But you know what I'm saying? So there's this idea, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's a desperation. I think there's a desperation that comes in this idea that I'm going to be the one. It's the same thing that gets these kids throwing their bodies to sports and football and this, that, and the third.
Yes.
Thinking that's the way out.
Okay.
Because
go ahead.
I have to be the one. You know what I'm saying? To do all of these things. And just like a lottery or just like gambling, there's just enough people that win that make
People.
losers out of all of us.
Yeah.
Because if you gamble more often than not, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you know, there are more people who are going to fail in their attempt to make it to the NFL than will ever play in the NFL.
Yeah.
Ever. And it's it's unfortunate. Basketball, football, whatever major sports, whatever. That's just but that's that hope and that arrogance and that desperation, the perfect mixture that keep these kids throwing their bodies to this.
But niggas don't think it's desperation. They think they son really like football. And I'm telling niggas, I told my partner today, I don't care if LeBron makes $1 billion. The niggas playing basketball. I don't care what Ray Lewis makes. The niggas playing football. It's a low-level job.
Right. Yeah. No, now it's room for my kids to fail. Yes.
So,
and we will
but
redo
at
some stuff.
first
I
you
hear you,
said,
Keenan.
in my opinion, I call it a failure because I'm preparing them to survive and thrive. They come back if they aren't
Who
thriving.
said that?
Keenan,
Keenan.
my whole thing is, how
Keenan.
can you say that if your child come back, that's a failure or they're not thriving? If I'm married to, let's say I'm married, right?
Mhm.
And me and my wife divorced because she did some foul shit and it's just not working out. And I'm leaving.
Mhm.
And I'm like, okay, Mom, well, this is what's happening. Like, I'm going through divorce. I just need a place for 6 months.
And boy said,
If
"Shut
you're
up like black
if
people."
you're telling me I'm not thriving because I've divorced and I've fallen short and I kind of need, to redo, or some people have mental breakdowns and they need to go back home.
Yeah.
So if that is a failure, then what? Like
But
we
check-
all.
I mean,
fall
but ultimately,
short.
we
all go through shit.
Yeah, we all fall short, but I mean, falling short is failure. I mean, this is the problem we have.
But that doesn't mean I'm not.
When the wordplay harms you, like if I have to call my mother and ask for money, it's because I failed financially somewhere. I need to assess myself a little
Shit
bit.
happens.
And things happen.
You're right about that. But check this out, right? Because how you say divorced and all, I'm married and fell off and had to move back in. But I don't think I failed, but because I was even talking to my partner about this today, because his brother had to move in with his family. That's because he cheated on his wife, got a side baby, and he still want to fuck random bitches, and he lying to his family. They having to find stuff out. That's not the life that I'm living. I'm with my woman. How you say, I might have failed financially, but I didn't know the game I was in. Once I realized it and then said, holy fuck, this some shit I never even thought of. I had already got in debt, and I was so caught up in a materialistic, I got to get this, this, and this. Oh, I was working 2 jobs, 7 days a week. I'd never do that again, but I was thinking, nah, that's a real man to take care of your family. But then I realized, hold up, no, somebody's trying to exploit your labor, nigga. So you can make this money, you just got to figure it out. But you so far in, they got you. If you try to do this on your own, you ain't gonna never figure it out. So I needed some help from a family.
Yeah.
Thank God I had a loving family who said, nah, we a family forever and we can take you in. This ain't a failure. Because I grew up and seen my uncle bring his family back. And my people be like, nah, we got you. That's what a family is. We ain't tripping about.
But
We
so
know
wait.
you a
Wait,
solid motherfucker.
here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, and I get, but ultimately, right? Again, because I like what Lex says, words mean things, right? Ultimately, if you try and you don't succeed, what is that called? That's
Not
called.
making it.
That's a
It's
failure.
called.
I'm
It's
just
called
kidding. I'm just
failing,
kidding.
right?
But this is the thing, though.
So-
I never knew what I was trying to do.
But you were trying
but
to.
also, black people are the ones that want to push their kids out so quickly.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
this
that's
is this is
With
probably.
not an idea
I
of
think
what it
we're
is.
probably one of the only races like, oh, you 18, get up and get out. Like, why are we doing that? Some of my friends, they stay home until they get married or until they are financially stable and on their feet, not for an apartment, but for a home.
That's what the family
So
for.
let me back y'all up. Let me back y'all up a little bit, because if you don't understand the macroeconomic forces that are happening, then we don't understand that failure is imminent. Failure is like baked into the system.
Yeah.
Right? Like when I was 19, we had our daughter. It was me and my child's mother. We both worked at McDonald's together. McDonald's. We made $5.15 an hour. We made enough to buy a car, have a 2-story apartment with we had fucking satellite TV. We furnished our house with $5 a fucking hour. You understand me? Like, that's impossible now. You'd laugh if I told you me and my girl both make $5 an hour.
You might well not go to work for that. Stay at the crib. Shit.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like, something is happening above and beyond your capacity to work dignified in a way. There's something going on. So failure and fault are not the same words.
Yeah.
It's not your fault that you failed. Failure was going to happen because that's what the system is creating.
Okay.
In order to extract more labor out of you, to get you to get 2 and 3 jobs, to get me to go 14, 15, 20, 25 hours of overtime a week. It's not on accident.
Yeah.
So speaking of accidents, so then what? So if let's say I get into a car accident, hurt my back real bad, right?
Real bad.
And so now I can't, real bad, because now I can't work, right? And now I'm like, oh fuck, well, gotta move back home.
Yeah.
Is that me failing again?
No, I mean that's a
the
different
thing.
situation.
This is the failure. This is the failure in that.
You failed to yield, motherfucker.
So but what I'm saying is, if that guy, right, if her kids get into an accident and need to move back home, yeah, you prepared me to leave, but I have to come back.
Yeah.
Dude, because bitch, help me.
You right about that, but the failure, if that thing was to happen, I'm happy you said that. The failure this is the failure. Once you get into the accident and you don't learn about the insurance system. If you get in the accident and you have to move back in and you don't say, but hold up, the reason I had to move back in, because I've been paying $200, $300 a month and the insurance supposed to pay for this, but they fucked me over. If you're not spending your time doing that, then possibly you felt the lesson.
I can get that.
You can fuck with that?
I can fuck with that.
Yeah, because even you supposed to be taught a lesson is what I'm saying, but the lesson is so much bigger than the average nigga's mind. Because I worked in insurance and I had to quit because I said, yo, this shit is evil.
Yeah.
I'm talking to people crying and saying, nigga, I can't afford $200. You know what I'm saying? So when these
$390 a month.
Yeah. So when them people ride dirty and go to jail, people will say they're prisoners. But I know, oh no, it's a system bigger than them that pushed them there. You know what I'm saying? Now, those people might not have a job and they might be like me, but they also might go back to jail. I'm not living that life, so I might be better and I might be more admirable. But those people, I don't think a group of people that have to live with each other failed in no aspect, because I know the system pushes people in that way. I know we live somewhere that somebody got to be poor.
We're in a great
But
depression.
poor people think that they can. The reason why poor people don't think that why they talk about each other is because one of them think they can get rich to shit on the nigga next to him.
I think that's crazy. Do you think that we're in a Great Depression?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely. I mean, all the signs are there. You know,
I ain't the only nigga finna have to move in with his family.
Man.
It's happening for a lot. Cash on there, it tell you all us doing it.
It's not a bad idea.
I didn't
But
say what.
they shouldn't have to.
You know what?
You should help.
You
Like,
know
y'all
what's-
should be together.
You know
Y'all
what's
should
funny?
But you can't have a family and everybody you know ain't married.
I was talking to my best friend, and I was like, "Girl, we might as well just get a 5-bedroom house and
A cat.
no, have each of she has one kid, I have one kid. They have their own room. Me and her have our own room, and we just
Sound like
there.
a lesbian relationship.
No, it's teamwork.
She was like, no.
That sounded
Maybe.
man.
I don't know
No,
what she's into.
it's a teamwork thing. It's more so like, okay, well,
So then see what, and I'm gonna end the show on this because it's
Oh
late.
fuck, God!
But
We was kicking it. You was,
Yeah, it's about to be 2 hours.
But you sleeping? You over there yawning and shit.
Yeah. We can come back tomorrow. It's Friday.
You been working hard, Jai.
thank God it's Friday night, and I
The last $2. Jai been working hard. Let him
paid.
man.
So let me just say like this real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Jai
So
been working, man.
it's difficult to go out into the world where the economics are set up the way they've been set up. Coming back to your family, to your fold, shouldn't be seen as a failure. It should be definitely seen as a safety net. But the things that have happened are happened the way they've happened. The financial speculations and all this other stuff that's happening is not an accident. It just isn't. And what's happening to your ability to have that idea, like, oh, you know what, we could just move in together and we could turn this into they already factored that that's what you're going to do. That's why these new apartment buildings look more like dorms.
Damn.
Shared bathrooms, and it's a lot of this stuff. They understand, look, we're squeezing you closer and closer together, and we're making individualism a higher mark to meet. Because you want to be an individual. I want my own house. They're
gonna give you your own house, but it's gonna be with. Okay, I get.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like, we don't have collectivism. Like, we don't have that Patel mindset where we gonna all live in this big ass house together, and then we gonna slowly but surely, boom, 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 boom. Like y'all saying, yo, 18 years old, get out, make it work. Don't come back. You know what I'm saying? And I've had to tell my daughters one by one, 18 don't mean nothing.
Right.
It
Not
doesn't
to daddy.
mean a thing. All it means is whatever you think you're going to do, slick, they're not going to bring you home next time. They're going to put you in jail. And I hope you got
Actually,
my number
17.
memorized. You see what I'm saying?
It's
So
younger now. Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know what you think 18 is, but all it means is you're responsible for your actions. But you still the same kid, basically, that you was when you was 16. You in high school still. What the hell do you know?
Not a goddamn
This
thing.
ain't agricultural, the past, where by the time you was 14, 15, you was a damn near a fucking expert at fucking agriculture. You
Yeah.
know how to wake up, feed chickens, till the field, make the oxen, do all types of
Your
crazy
parents
shit.
died
And
at
then
40.
still go to
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's like, yeah, but yeah, in 1832, an 18-year-old was really 47 years old.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker done survived 7 plagues.
So I get what you're saying about the house. So now they're going to say, okay, yeah, you're a homeowner, but you're pretty much a room owner.
Yeah, like, so then, like, we gonna get a house together, and we gonna get this apartment together. And y'all were saying something like, you know, a lot of these, I hear these couples that break up but can't afford to move out.
And that's why they together.
It's the fucking brilliance in that fucking Terrence joke.
Yeah.
About, you know what I'm saying, you know, the broke breakup.
Yeah.
That's the brilliance of it.
Because you're supposed to be married together. You ain't supposed to break up.
Well, it's the brilliance is how the economics have forced our hands. Even when we can't get along, the overwhelming reality of financial pressures can force people to make decisions that don't sound like they make sense. I know women, plural, who are living with their child's father or even just their ex-boyfriend, but can't nobody afford to go nowhere.
But trying to date us. And that's crazy.
He trying to fuck on the side.
I was telling John, there's so many people. There's so many people.
My baby mama here, but
I'm single. But
I remember
right now
I was
I'm
on the
living
phone with one, and her man was in
mama.
the background. We ended up cutting jokes together.
Hey,
Like,
I'm save up for a hotel. I know you got to work 2 weeks. You got your own kids and shit.
It's like, yo, but it's wild. That's when you have to understand how economic. Look, we better get up out of here because this about.
We gonna, yeah. Man.
So tomorrow, what y'all doing tomorrow?
What's tomorrow?
Friday.
Tomorrow Friday. I told you I ain't got a job, so I've been doing jailhouse labor.
What?
I've been moving furniture and shit a little bit. This ain't my
nothing
type.
wrong with that. Work is
What
work.
you mean? Nah, it's something wrong with it for a nigga like me.
Work
I like
is
to
work.
use my mind. Like, this is
get it.
work.
But for now,
Now that's just generating a couple dollars, but that ain't.
It's not your forever.
Yeah.
Nah, even if it gotta be.
Yeah, you might. But we'll talk offline. But there's some stuff.
Okay,
You know,
gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yo, look, man, it has been a dope podcast, man. It is just your boy John was a little tired. You understand? But I wanted to get back in the
Because
studio.
you almost 50.
Because I almost gotta be up at 4:00 in the morning.
Makes you look fabulous tonight. Too.
Thank you. See, me and Shrimp warming up. And we just had to warm up.
Hey, yo, like, share, subscribe, do all the stuff that the Dope Kids are doing. If you want to be on the podcast, you want to come kick it with the kids, yo, we got all the accoutrement, all the stuff that makes that dope conversation. You like that?
Yeah.
You like that? My daddy light skin. Yo, we out of here.
Bye.
Like, share, subscribe, please.